is practical. Hello all, I am Portia. This is Practical Portia Crafts, and today we're going to go over how to make this squishy, fluffy cloud blanket. It's so soft and squishy. It's basically made up with the 3D stitch, and you're working from the center out. I used a hook that was a little larger than the recommended size for this yarn. This is a Caron 1 pound. Just so you can have an idea of what it looks like if you use the proper, the recommended size for your hook. It's a little tighter. It's still very soft, very squishy. I don't know if you can really see how stretchy and soft and fluffy that is, but it's very fluffy. This was just a prototype, so your blanket won't look exactly like this, but like here, like this part. And that was using a weight of 4 yarn. If you wanted to go up and use something bigger, this one is a weight of 6 using a 15 millimeter. I mean, it's so soft. This isn't a completed blanket. I'm still working on it, but just so you can have an idea of what it would look like. I didn't work up one using the recommended size, although I like to use bigger size hooks to get more drape and just fluffiness in my blankets. So that's what it looks like. You can see the 3D stitch there. It's just poking out. Super warm, super soft, super fluffy, squishy, cuddly. This is a very easy blanket. It's a 2-row repeat. I'm sorry, I'm hitting the camera there. It's just a 2-row repeat. And I will show you how to get started on it. I'm grabbing some more Caron 1 pound here. So just wrap your yarn around your 2 fingers here. Pull the back side of the yarn through and grab your working yarn and just make a chain there to secure it. And this tail, I will crochet around it so that I can tighten and tie it off later. And to start the fluffy cloud blanket, you're going to make a stacked single crochet. So basically single crochet into your magic ring, your magic loop, and then into the middle of your single crochet you just made, you're going to pull up a loop. I try to make sure I grab 2 legs, the 2 leftmost legs, and just pull up a loop and single crochet on that. So you're basically stacking 2 single crochets on top of each other, which will make a double crochet about the same size. And then just go ahead and put 3 more double crochets into the ring so that you have 4 double crochets. And then we're going to turn our corner with a chain 2. So I have 4 double crochets technically. Now I'm going to chain 2, and then I'm going to put 4 more double crochets into the ring, and then I'm going to chain 2 again. Then I will put 4 more double crochets into the ring, and then I will chain 2. So now I have 3 sides. We're going to make our last side here with 4 double crochets. And now instead of chaining 2 and joining, we're going to do a half double crochet join. But before we do that, we can just go ahead and tidy up. Pull that tail a little snug, then take your tail slide it underneath, like right through your ring, and then slide your loop right back through your tail. You're basically tying a knot with the tail. Before you tighten it all the way down, just tug it tight, like tug it securely. Just grab that one side and just tug that securely through, and you can make that even more secure when you weave in your tail by going around the circle and just fortifying that even more. But that is pretty good. You don't really have to do much more to that. It's tied off, it's pretty secure. So to finish off your corner here, you're going to yarn over and half double crochet into the top of your stacked single crochet here. So just right into the top of that stacked single crochet, half double crochet, and then chain one, then turn your work. Now you're going to make another stacked single crochet, and then a double crochet, and that's basically half of your corner. When you come back around, you'll finish with 2 double crochets and another half double crochet join. So this is the basic workup of your stitch. You're going on a count of 4. The 2 outer double crochets will be completely ignored. The 2 center crochets are what you're going to work with. So you're going to make a front post double around the second one, then you're going to make a V-stitch in between the second and third one, and then you're going to front post double around the third one. So by front post double, you're just going to basically make a double crochet around the post instead of going into the stitch like you would normally do. So you go around the post and then double crochet. Now for a V-stitch, you're going to make a double crochet in between the second and third. You're going to chain 1 and then double crochet right back in between that second and third double crochet there. So that is a V-stitch. And now you're going to front post around this third one, and you're just going to go from the front to the back, back to the front, and just pull a loop around that post. And that is the basis of your 3D stitch. So now you're skipping that one, and then you're going to do your corners. Each corner is going to be 2 double crochets. So double crochet, double crochet. You're going to chain 2 and then put 2 more double crochets, and that is your corner. Now you're working another side, so you're going to skip a double crochet, front post around the second double crochet, and then in between the second and third you're going to double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, and then you're going to front post around the third double crochet. Then you're skipping that last double crochet and cornering into the corner, and again the corner is 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets. Here we go again, front post double around that second double crochet, V-stitch in between the second and third double crochet, and then front post around the third double crochet, skip that 4th one and corner into the corner. Alright, here we go on our last side here. Skip a double crochet, front post. In between you're going to double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, and then you're going to front post double and skip 1. And you're back here at your last corner. In your last corner you're going to double crochet 2 times, and then you're going to half double crochet into your stacked single crochet to join, and then just chain one. Now you're going to turn again, and this is going to be your basic. This is going to start your repeat round. So you're going to basically repeat this and the next round. So you have 2 double crochets here, which is your corner from your last round, and you're building another 4 double crochets for you to do your 3D stitch on later. So how are you going to build that? You're just going to go and put 2 double crochets in between that. So first, go ahead and make your corner by stacking a single crochet. I'm always trying to foreshadow, like I'm an author here. Okay, stack your single crochet and then double crochet into your corner here. Skip a double crochet and go ahead and put 2 double crochets in between these 2 double crochets that are by their lonesome. And then when you turn over, this is going to be a 4 double crochet batch for you to work your 3D stitch. So that's how you build it. But you're going to skip 2 double crochets and front post around this V stitch here. Then you're going to make a V stitch in between. And then you're going to front post around the other leg of your V stitch. So you're basically building onto that last one. Here you go at the other end, you're going to just skip 1, 2. In between these 2, you're going to double crochet 2 times, and then skip that last one, and then corner into the corner. And again, the corner is 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets. Okay. Skip 1, put 2 double crochets in between. Whoops. There you go. And then you're going to skip 1 and 2, front post around the, and it's like sticking out at you. You know that you're going to be front posting around both of these and working in between them. Like, it's just there. That's a good way too for you to know where you are. If you are like me and you're constantly putting your work down, if you pick it up and like you're on a corner and you see, you know, these are concave, you know that that's not the side that you're supposed to be working on. But if they're poking out at you saying, hey, front post around me, then you know that's the side that you're working on. Anyway, here we go. You're skipping 2, 1, 2, and then front post. Double crochet, chain 1, double crochet in between that V stitch in that chain 1 space, and then you're going to front post around the other protruding leg of that V stitch. Now skip 1 and 2. You're skipping those 2, and then you're just basically double crocheting twice in between these 2. You're going to skip that last one and put 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets. Skip 1, double crochet in between, double crochet in between. Skip 1, 2, and then front post around the protruding leg of that last row's V stitch. Then you're V stitching in between right there in that chain 1 space. Again, V stitch is double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, and then your front post around the other leg of that previous rows or previous round's V-stitch. 2 double crochets in between the last 2 double crochets, and then you're going to corner into the corner. Here we go. On the last side, you're skipping 1, putting 2 double crochets in between, then you're skipping 2, skip 1 and 2, and front post around that protruding leg, then V-stitch in that chain 1 space, and then front post around that leg. Go ahead and put 2 double crochets in between those last 2 double crochets on this round, and then put 2 double crochets into that last corner, and yarn over, half double crochet into the top of that stacked single crochet. Now you're just gonna turn your work, and we're working on the opposite side, and this is round 4, and this is the second round of the repeat. Again, you're going to start your corner here with a stacked single crochet and a double crochet. Here you see your 4, and it already has this convenient little space in between for you to put a V-stitch. So you're going to skip this 1, you're going to front post around that second one, you're going to double crochet, chain 1, double crochet in between, and then you're going to front post around this third one. And then you're going to skip 1 and 2, then front post around that first protruding leg. You're going to V-stitch into that chain 1 space, and you're going to front post around the second protruding leg, skipping 1 and 2, 1 and 2, front post around that V-stitch in between, and front post around, and then you're going to skip that last one and corner into the corner. Corners are 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochets. Skip 1, front post, V-stitch in between, front post, and skip 1 and 2, and front post around the first protruding leg, V-stitch in the chain 1 space, and then front post around the second protruding leg, skip 2, front post, and you can clearly see that this is 2 sets of 2 double crochets, so it's very obvious where you're doing your V-stitch. Like, this is a pattern that you can really just look at your work and read where you are. And you're going to skip that last one and corner into the corner. Like, this is straight up Netflix and chill crocheting. You don't really have to worry about it. It's like self-explanatory. It's so easy. It looks like you really put a lot of effort and work into it, but it's going to be super soft and cozy, and it's super, super easy. You really don't even have to try to count. Oh, I'm skipping 1 and 2. No, you're going to really be able to see it because it's sticking out at you like, hey, front post around me. And then you know you're V-stitching in between the front posts. Then you come back around here to their corner. You're just gonna put 2 double crochets and half double crochet join here, chain 1 and turn. So those are the last 2 rounds are the repeat. So you're either going to put 2 double crochets in between the 2 when they're by themselves, or you're going to be putting skipping 1 front post, then put in a V-stitch in between when it's 2 sets of 2. So that's the basic difference. For the border, when you finish your last round, when it's as big as you want it to be, all you're going to do is stay on that same side. You don't have to turn it anymore. And I would recommend not finishing on one of the 2 double crochet in between the 2 rounds. So how about that? We'll just work one more round. So we're going to just work one more round, and then I'll run you through the border. I know that this is not the side that I need to work on because that's concave. So let me just go ahead and turn it. And I see my protruding legs of the V-stitch. I know I'm on the right track. Okay. So when you're made this blanket as big as you like and you're ready to go ahead and hit your border up, what you're going to do is single crochet, just 1 single crochet here in the corner, and then single crochet into each double crochet. When you come to a chain 1 space, just completely ignore it. You're just single crocheting into the double crochets only, and that'll help kind of condense it and make it a little sturdier and firmer on the border. Skipping my chain space and just single crocheting down the round. When you get to the corners, you're going to single crochet, chain 2, single crochet. And if you want an even, like, tighter, more structured border, you can go down a hook size when you come to your border. And maybe not even a whole hook size, maybe just half a hook size, because you don't want to get warped. Just a little tighter. After you make your single crochet, you're going to chain 2 and then single crochet in that corner, and then single crochet into every double crochet stitch. I thought this was a knot. I was about to get annoyed. I have gotten knots in my Caron 1 pounds, but it's not as bad as the no, I don't want to say that. Well, it's true. I think that the Lion Brand 1 pounders usually have a little bit more knots in them. Or maybe I'm just not lucky. I love me some Lion Brand, don't get me wrong, but I have noticed a lot of issues like that with the Lion Brand. When you get to your corner, you're just going to single crochet in there and half double crochet into that first single crochet, chain 1. Now you're going to do half double round, and basically into each stitch you're going to half double crochet. Into the corners you're going to be doing half double crochet, chain 2, half double crochet. Just like the single crochet round, you're just doing half doubles instead. So this first corner we're going to half double crochet and leave it, and then we're going to finish that off when we come back around. So now into this next stitch, half double, and that's it. You're half doubling all the way around. Alright, here we go at the last corner. We're just half double crocheting, and we're going to half double crochet, join, chain 1, and now for the final round of our border, we're going to single crochet right into that same spot. And then in the written pattern I wrote, you're gonna go through the back loop only. I put the S in parentheses, back loops. So this is completely optional, but you could just go through the back loop here and that'll be it. If that's what you want to do, you can just go through the back loop like that. I personally don't like that. I like for it to be a little bit more condensed and a little tighter. So what I do is I alternate. You can see that you have basically 2 loops right here, but they're both in the back, and I just basically slide down and pick up those 2 loops and work it that way. It'll make it a little bit more sturdy, and it's not much more work, and I think it looks a little neater. So you can just do it through 1 loop, or you can do it through 2 loops, 2 back loops. It's really going to be up to you. I just step down right into the middle and scoop up the 2 loops. And then when you get to the corner, you're just doing 3 single crochets. And then back down the row, going through the back loop or back loops. And you can see the effect that you're having there, that nice sturdy looking border. Very simple border. I like to keep it simple. a nice little bonus you can do is make the blanket, after you get the blanket as big as you want and you put that border on it, you can make a couple of squares and stuff, line and stuff them and make like little pillow covers. So like this one could be a pillowcase. If I made 2 of them and just sewed them together, stuff the middle, and then sew it closed all the way. But that is the fluffy cloud blanket. I really wish you could just reach through the camera and feel how squishy and soft this is. But that is the fluffy cloud blanket. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial, and please feel free to tag me on social media. If you don't want to do a border, this is kind of an idea of what it looks like without any kind of border on it. And you know what, that is fine too. I like a little bit of a neater border. So, but follow me on social media, tag me if you make any of these. I would love to see your work. Thank you.